Hi, Dave Snyder here. It is June the 7th, 2013, and 11:09 a.m. Pacific time in California. And they still have the same weather pattern, same cloud patterns up since the 31st that I showed you already. I mean, it's not new news. It's pretty old news now. But the radar is still changing. But they haven't changed the cloud pattern since the 31st of May. This is from the 31st of May. The cloud patterns. Okay, so that's old news. So let's just turn that off. And I got to show you. I showed you the crater the other day that lined up here. This is the Schrodinger crater near the south pole of the moon, and it's reversed over the Earth. And I lined it up to that weather that you see, that I just showed you right here. This weather, I lined it up to this weather. Let me turn off these conditions and stuff here. Okay, so I lined up this weather, this crater, to this weather only. Showed you that. Okay, now take a look at, as I fade the weather out, there's no doubt that weather fits there. You see how it comes around, fills this whole section in with clouds, and you can see this part here, it's just perfect. Absolutely perfect. And you see how the rest of it gets filled in. Okay, so now I'm going to show you some old weather. I'm going to turn off this that's old weather too, but I'm going to turn on some old weather that's from this area. It's Hurricane Rina. I don't remember when it happened, but it was Hurricane Rina. I'm sure some people will remember it. It happened right here in Central America, and here it is. This is a picture of Hurricane Rina. Just a second, let me show you this. So you can see that it's lined up over Mexico and Central America just perfectly. Okay. I mean, not perfectly. This part's a little bit off. I got this island. I lined this island. See the outline of that island there? Okay, I got that. See that? That's lined up very well. Okay, and the rest of this is all lined up perfect. Okay, so here's Hurricane Rina, and then here's that crater that I put in place. Did not align this crater to anything but that weather I just showed you earlier. Now watch. Check it out. You see this area of this hurricane? See that? Look at this crater. You see the same exact thing. Look at the center of this eye. See that little dark spot? See that crater right there? Check that out. Look at this pattern that comes out all around here. It's exactly the same, people. Exactly the same. So, you know, I guess we got a couple choices. Either the moon has hit the Earth, like I say all the time, or this lunar image is fake, and it's just made to fit the Earth all over the place, not just here, but all over the place, or the Earth is fake. So, I mean, you really got those three choices. I mean, so, or it's just coincidence. You got that one too, I guess. You can just say it's coincidence, which is absolutely, could not be coincidence, that it just happens to fit that perfectly. Look at that, people. I mean, look at the center of this crater. Look at that smooth area. That's a hurricane starter right there. That's shaping that hurricane right there. Absolutely shaping it. It is the shape of that crater. Okay, now here, let me show you another one. I got another picture of this this storm too. Right here, another picture. And this is just beautiful too. I mean, it's just no question. This one right here, I lined up the center with this black spot right there, which is probably a volcanic area under the ocean right here. Because if you look right there, there's like it's right on the edge of the. I'm not sure if it's perfectly aligned right there, but it's pretty good. And there's something volcanic underneath that spot, I would say, because that's a dark. See how dark that area is on the moon? How black it is. There's probably something volcanic under the ocean right there. I don't know if that's that volcano that's going off under the ocean. I have to check that still. I've been seeing some videos about that, the volcanic activity that's coming up, bubbling up underneath the ocean, somewhere down by Mexico, I think. Okay, that could be it. But that's what's warming up the water right there and starting the hurricanes. But anyways, here's that weather again. Check it out. Just look at this pattern up here. This part of the pattern fit right in that little area. It's perfect. Look at this edge right here. You see this edge? I mean, it's for all you non-believers that don't believe the moon's hit the Earth. I can see why you don't believe it, but not really. You just look at the Earth. You look at the moon. The moon's right there, people. Not that far away. And it's much bigger than they say, because look. This is showing you the true size. Absolutely showing you the absolute size of the moon right here. What I'm showing you right now. This is showing you. This crater is 1,200 miles everywhere I put it on the Earth, right? Oops. Everywhere I put this crater on the Earth, it's 1,200 miles. Now this storm is these these are lined up with the land on the Earth. These traces right here, they're lined up with the land on the Earth. So those are the right size. So those are to scale. And for it to fit perfectly in that crater the way that it does shows that this crater is not 200 miles like they say it is on the moon. It cannot be. It cannot be. It has to be the size that it shows in the weather on the Earth. And on the land too, I'm sure. If you were to look closely at the geologic structures of the land, it would show that it's the right, it's bigger. Okay, check it out. Now here's that weather that I lined this up with right here. There it is. Look at the clouds. I'm just waiting for the weather to change. I mean, they haven't changed the weather on Google Earth since the 31st of May. But look how it fits. Look at this. Look at this area of clouds. How it just curves right around perfect and fills us in again. Look. Look at that. Look at this right up here. I mean, it just fits perfectly. And then for that other weather, that old weather that I brought up to fit right in there just like that, you gotta be. I mean, look at this right here. That's probably where that eye of that storm should be, probably right in there, maybe. But it's lined up. It is lined up. I have no doubt that that's what shapes that weather that I just showed you right there. Look at that. Look at it. Look at this whole area fit right in there. Okay, so there's that. You know, I notice people are still in doubt when it comes to this, but you know, hey, that's up to you. You know, and there's all them centers of the harp rings again. These are the same harp rings that I brought up in that one video. And look at underneath all of these thumbtacks. Every one of them has green underneath it. That one, this might be the only one that doesn't. Yeah, that's the only one on this one maybe. But all the rest have green around them. Every one, all the way across. So, and this one right here is real bad, but unmistakably warm spots with the radar. I mean, those are radar. There's NexRad radar sites there. Obviously, they were putting out those radar circles, right? So under each one there's something going on under each one of them. Still, not under each one of them, but under you know what I mean. Under the thumbtack, there's still some stuff going on, you know, on each one. So that's all, and this is all up to date. The radar is up to date. So, and then here, let's just turn on that other crater that I show, the East Coast impact. Let's just check that out, because yesterday it was so incredible. I mean, I should have made a video about it then, but it doesn't matter when I turn it on. It doesn't really matter, because you can see it will line up with this crater every time. Look at that. Look at that area right there. Look, this area right here. This whole area is fitting in the moon pattern right there. Right there. Look at that. Every bit of it fits. As crazy as I may seem, as crazy as it sounds, I mean, it doesn't change the fact that it does fit there every time I turn the weather and this crater on. Every time. It doesn't make any difference. Believe what you want. It doesn't change the fact that that's fitting every time. So that's it. That's my video for the day. You can check that yourself. You can put that crater over the Central America, and you can grab any weather you want and put it in there and check it yourself. Check it yourself. I'm not trying to trick anybody here, you know. So, look, I'm telling you, Schrodinger has hit the Earth so many times. There's showing it right there, Central America. Up here, you can put it right here, Schrodinger. Reverse it, flip it over, put it right here. You'll see all this. Here's the Great Slave Lake right in the center. And you got this whole section, this whole big circular pattern with all this pattern right here. You'll see that in Schrodinger. You'll see it. There's no question that this part is right on the edge of Schrodinger, and Schrodinger will fit there. And what size is it, people? What size do we got here? Let's see. It's rough. It's going to be roughly 1,200 miles on the outside of that crater, because it goes all the way out to here. It goes right. I need to back it off a little bit. Anyways, it's 1,200 miles wherever you put it. When you put it up closer towards the poles, everything gets smaller in this program, it seems like. But it's 1,200 miles everywhere else I've ever put it. Right here, it's 1,200 miles. 1,200 miles down here in South America where I put it before. Down here, it's 1,200 miles where I put it before near Antarctica. It hits right here too. Look, I showed that. There's a video up about that right now. The weather doesn't show it right now, or it didn't show it. I'm not sure if it's showing it now, but I don't think it is. Clouds. No, it's not showing it, but it's showing it so clearly before it's undeniable that it hits there. Okay, I mean you can see the round shape of Schrodinger right here, and you can measure that from that edge right here to about that edge right there, which is 1,200 miles, as you can see. 1,200 miles. See that? 1,200 mile diameter right there. That's another Schrodinger impact right there. More than one. Unless we could take this and bring it up to with this one and see if it's the same, all the same impact. That's possible too. I don't know. See how it's not very likely, but it's possible, I guess. And this one too. I mean, I don't know. I don't see how they could all three be at the same time, but that's at least 3 of them, at least. And there's more. There's one over here too. You got one, a Schrodinger over here too, right in here somewhere. And there's more than that too. I know there is. I know there's more. So, anyways, that's it for the day. Everybody have a good one.